CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. That's brand new music from Nate Nasty and his album 8. He's out of Paso, California. If you like that joint, make sure you let him know where you heard it first and then add it to your libraries, add it to your playlist. Don't be a goddamn hater. Yeah, I don't remember what the question was. It definitely has slipped my mind by now. Black Truffle TV is in the chat. Yeah, quiz. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, like what were we talking about specifically? He says all you said was it was a dating question and it wouldn't tell me nothing. Something about not telling a damn podcaster. Yeah, man, I don't remember what it was. So you gotta catch me in the moment, man. I don't know. You know, it's all that connect kush. It's all that connect kush. The short term is bad. But I do want to talk to y'all about standards. You feel what I'm saying? Standards. We've had this conversation before about setting our own standards within the 805 for what success is, because if we're being real with each other, nobody drops music and does millions of views. You know what I'm saying? At most on the coast, we have people doing like, 50,000, 60,000 views, which is dope. That's nothing to be mad at, but it's really, nobody's really dropping and doing millions of views with the exception of a few. So, but I don't think that should discount anybody that makes content and makes music videos and music from the conversation. And I do think that there should be a lower tier of success, right? And so I think where we come in, where CTC Radio wants to help, is I want to make that. I knew you were gonna say that, and it was definitely not that sample. Why did I know you were gonna say that, bro? Why did I know you were gonna say that? That's definitely not that sample. But you good try. Graham C says, "Shit, if I made you think and reflect on your thoughts, I consider myself successful." I'm thinking in the back of my mind. I just cannot remember what that conversation was gonna be. I have no idea. A lot has happened. A lot has happened since then. But yeah, I think that what I want to do is have CTC Radio Charts. And the rules that I have as of now, and these can change. There can be more rules added. There can be rules taken off. There can be rules changed. This is a living document. I'm going to say it on the air just to put it on the record of how I'm thinking. So to make sure that I can hold myself accountable for following the rules. I might fuck up sometimes. So you guys, it's okay if you want to hold me accountable. But what I want to do is basically, did I write it down? I feel like I did. Okay, so let me pull up the Instagram. All official entries for CTC Radio Charts need to be, they can only come from CTC Radio's Instagram, which I'm going to share right now. Boom. Okay. Instagram. Now, these little clips I've been posting lately, a song from the 805, you should know. If you go to my profile, you can see. So I put a music video, and then, put the artist and the title and out now. These are starting to get a lot of traction. And I think this is a good way to monitor CTC Radio Charts, because all of these songs that I post are songs that I play on CTC Radio. So, first of all, rule number 1 is that the song needs to be in this content segment, a song from the 805. So all of the entries have to come from here, a song from the 805. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is to officially chart. So when you get, if you're an artist and I make one of these for you, that means you have the potential to chart. That doesn't mean you've charted yet. To chart, you have to get at least 1,000 plays. That gets you on the chart. If you have less than 1,000 plays, then you're not on the chart. Y'all feel me? Y'all hear me? Let me embiggen this, because I realize I'm over here talking on a small screen. So let me show you again, just so you can see. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Connect the Coast. But yeah, so these are little music video clips that I post on our channel of songs that I play on CTC Radio, and I do a collaboration post with the artist. And this is the official way to get on the CTC Radio charts. If you're on the charts, actually, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So rule number 1, the only way you can get entered is through this segment. Rule number 2, you have to have at least 1,000 plays to make it on the charts. Rule number 3, all entries with 1,000 charts will then be rated sequentially. So the most plays being at number 1, the least plays being at the most plays being at the top of the charts, the least plays being at the bottom of the charts. I don't know how many I want to do. I'm thinking like up to 50 max. But I'm thinking, like, honestly, to start, maybe 20 every week. 10 to 20 every week. So like the top 10, top 20, probably the top 10, because I'm going to drop these little things every day. I'm going to try to drop a couple a day as long as music comes out. So from Monday to Saturday is when it's calculated. It'll be the final tally of the week will be taken on Sunday and posted on Sunday. And then it'll restart again on Monday when I post new videos. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to post anything on Sunday other than the chart results. That's the only thing I'm going to post on Sundays. In biggin, yes, in biggin. I did say in biggin. He says, that's how I measure my podcast success. Did it make the listener say, hey, I need to think about that? I feel that. That's fair. But yeah, so those are the rules that I have right now. So like, for instance, if there was to be a chart this week, which there is not, but if there was to be a chart this week, it looks like Henny Baby would be number 1 on the chart. She has 4,156 plays. Oh, there is a fifth rule. Rule number 5. There cannot be any duplicate entries on the chart. So I'm not gonna, like, you see how I have these songs will not be in this format again. Now these artists can continue to share their post so it gets more plays, and they can tell their listeners to share the post so it gets more plays. But I will never do an entry for that particular song ever again in this format. It's only one-time entry, no duplicates. So that way, when you have that song on the charts, if you want it to top the charts, you have to keep sharing that post. Save? Is this making sense to everybody? So yeah, if there was a chart right now, Henny Baby would be number 1 at 4,100 views. Big Time Bake would probably be number 2 at 3,900 views. And yeah, T Shaheed would be number 3 with 1,900 views, and so on and so forth. And I just posted OGT today, and he hit 1,000. So he would technically be charting. He'd be at the bottom of the charts right now. Key, I posted earlier today, he's on his way to charting. But I think this is what I'm gonna do. Starting this Monday is when I'm gonna first calculate. So if you're in here right now, you have an advantage because you can start sharing. If I posted your music and you're in here right now, you can start sharing your post and get ahead of the game and make sure that you chart. Because if they're not in here, all these artists that are not in here right now, that are not hearing this and maybe don't watch the replay of the video, they don't know what I'm about to do. They have no idea what's about to happen. You know. So you can share this. you could start charting. Now, what happens when you get to the top of the charts? As of right now, being at the top of the charts guarantees, of course, maximum exposure on CTC Radio. There will be some sort of prize, but you'll have to be at the top of the charts for a long time. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe if, like, because the entries for the Oculus and Nintendo Switch have slowed down, so maybe like a Nintendo Switch or something like that, or some. Well, we can figure that out. But maximum exposure on all of our channels. There, I am going to start a segment for sure where I just replay videos without me hosting at all. I'm gonna get back to that. And if you're topping the chart, those are the songs that will make that replay. So a lot of exposure. There will be a prize, heavily talked about, and beyond that, we're setting the standard for what is actually lit based on data on the 805 with this chart right here. So you can, like, you don't have to say I'm lit and just fucking hope that people believe you. You'll have statistical data from the voice of the coast. You feel what I'm saying? The way I look at Connect the Coast is basically the avatar for the 805 hip hop community. Basically, like, if you know fucking what Avatar is with the big blue things, like they're really controlled by the military. The big blue avatar is a military spy, really, as a representative of the military spy of the military, and is a spy for the military. Connect the Coast is a representative of the 805 hip hop community, and I'm a spy for y'all within the music industry in that way. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how it's gonna go down. Let your people know. If I posted your music already, then get to sharing, because I would like to see you chart, because that's why I play your music in the first place. But this to me makes a lot more sense. Like, doing the top 5 chart. And I always wanted to do a top 5 chart, but my heart wasn't in it because there was, like, voting, but that voting off of the platform just made it weird, I think. So this is all, encompassed on Instagram and CTC Radio. It's not all over the place. I feel like it's pretty easy to understand and easier for me to be more consistent with. So I'm going to do that. But the first chart will be posted not this Sunday, but next Sunday. And we start calculating for real starting on Monday. So good luck to all the artists out there. Hopefully this becomes the Billboard charts of the 805. That's my hope, and maybe we can do that with your help. Yeah. If you have any music you want me to play, it's just $5 Cash App or Venmo. Our Cash App is Connect the Coast. Our Venmo is Connect the Coast 2021. Please make sure you include the name of the artist and the song so I'll play the right thing, but I would be happy to do it. And then I do have 2 tickets to give away to Jay Riley's show on November 2nd. Once again, I will be announcing how you can win those tickets on Monday. But his show at Humdinger in Slow is going to be a good time with IMVA, live bands, hip hop, big vibes, brewery, scenery, the whole thing. Pull up 7 to 10 p.m. November 2nd. Jay Riley, IMVA, Lord Sanctus, Vuvu Lee, and a whole bunch of other people. It's going to be a vibe, I promise. And I hope to see you there. Let's get into some more new music. The homie Marquis just dropped this